Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel for day 1213 of our daily content grind, and a little quick update. So I made a post on social media that said that if the two new Magnetar accounts could hit 200 followers on Twitch and or Blue Sky, I'm going to drop some artwork, the original preliminary designs for the character. Very loose idea of what it's going to be, as it evolved dramatically, but gives you a small taste of what's to come. And it is coming very quickly, so if you want to know when it drops and you want to know all the updates, follow those accounts, please. I am trying to hit a certain number by the time it comes out. It'd mean a lot to me if you would give it a chance. Okay. Self-promotion over, it's news roundup time, and this is one of those weeks that really proves why I wait until Monday to actually do the recording for these videos, because Monday stuff tends to drop and I don't want to wait a week to talk about it. And also, it was a slow news week before Monday hit. Monday gave me just enough to make this interesting. We have our very first look at a Cyberworld toy. This is the supposed Mega Bull, or Megatron as a bull, part of the Cyber Changers line. And the Cyber Changers we suspected would be the replacement name for like Warrior Class and Prime Changers from 1. And that does seem to be the case. For 15 bucks, he seems to be about on par with, maybe not like Earthspark Warriors, but maybe like a downgrade back to what they were doing for, what was the previous line, Cyberverse, where it's a very simplistic figure. They're not really focused or concerned about articulation. It is more about the gimmickry of the toy. So the Megatron itself doesn't look too bad. It's a very spiky Megatron. You can see his head in there. You can see his bucket head. It just has bull horns attached to it now. It'd be easier to tell how it looked if it wasn't sitting in front of a bunch of Voyager-sized cat prototypes that are all in gray plastic. So it's a little bit muddled, but we can get a good idea of like the intention behind the design. You can see the articulation level on it is very low. He's got knees, he's got ball-jointed hips, ball-jointed shoulders, and that is about it, because this toy is all about the gimmickry involved with it. So if we look, prototype Ryu as well. Okay, so if we do take a look at this, you can get a general idea of how this toy works. I mean, it's not much. You know, it's a very basic gimmick figure right now. And then you have, like, if you look between the two, you start to get a little bit of an idea. That's the bull mode. It's not all that impressive. You see, like, it's literally just the head on the chest flipped up. His arms are now just down to the ground. And then his legs don't even transform. They just kind of bend at the knee, and that's the rear leg of the bull. So, yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking great so far. This is not a good first impression of what they plan to do for these toys. I understand they're going to be small, simple gimmick toys for kids. But man, like, the Warrior Class toys for Earthspark were actually pretty good. The similar, like the equivalent toys for Transformers 1 were really good. You know, that Prime, like that Prime, I keep wanting to say Prime. That Prime Changer Bumblebee, that was a really, really, really good figure for its price point. You know, for its budget and engineering. I was hoping that we would get more of the same. Now keep in mind, this is all encompassed around like an armor gimmick that a lot of the smaller Cyber Changers seem to have. Like, for 20 bucks, you get one that I assume is going to be on the level of this Megatron, but it comes with extra armor. So I'm assuming this is designed with that armor in mind, and that it would be like a more universally compatible piece. You know, if we take a look at the back of the bull, there are a lot of hinges going on here that don't seem to play into the transformation, which makes me genuinely wonder what exactly they are for. Obviously, with this, we can't really tell. It might just be transformation, because it looks like the head and the body might not actually just have like the bull head flip up. It looks like the whole torso flips. But we will see. It's very hard to tell. It's very hard to tell just from these shots. So Once it's in color, once we have official photos, we'll have a better idea. But for now, it gives us an idea of what's going on. Yeah, we might be getting some more animalistic Transformers, which, yeah, that's actually a little bit different. We just hope that they might come out a little bit better than this. We will see. But that's our first look at Cyberworld. And yeah, it does look like they're, at least aesthetically, they are going for something different, which I'll take that as a positive at least. Beyond that, we do have a bunch of in-hand images to look at of upcoming toys, so it's going to start with the official behind-the-scenes photos for Commander-class Silverbolt, who is still looking very, very good. Yeah, nothing really to say. We have seen a lot of photos of the Silverbolt before. Good to see it's this stable that it can hold up another Voyager-sized toy. And yeah, he looks like he's going to fit in really, really nicely. Yeah, it just makes for a nice little full toy all the way around. They do point out that the nose cone is hinged, so it can point downward, more like an actual Concorde. That's a nice little touch. And the fact that it can actually pilot, it actually holds a Titan Master, which is completely random. I have no idea why it can hold a Titan Master. And then, yeah, we see the basics here. So it's not the most thrilling reveal, and the behind-the-scenes details that Mark gives is just kind of hype fluff. It doesn't really announce anything new. Yeah, it's just still looking like a really solid toy, just in case you need a little bit more proof of that. Beyond that, who else we got? Ooh, we do have these photos. Very, very pretty look at the upcoming G2 Grimlock. And the Marvel Comic Wheelie minifigurine, which is surprising. I'm surprised it's even included. I thought that would be budgeted out by now, but okay, fine. Fair. It's an extra little freebie thrown in. And going with the Marvel Comic colors is cute, though it does add to this really obnoxious chain that they've created with the Dinobots, where I need to buy, like, the comic universe Grimlock in order to get all the swords for my Dinobots. But now I need to buy the G2 Grimlock in order to get this Marvel Comic Wheelie to go with my Marvel Comic Grimlock. At least if you're buying multiple Grimlocks, you are getting a little bit something different out of it every single time. You're adding to a new collection. Like, it's a funny thing to do, but okay, fine, fair. But no, it just looks like a really good G2 take on Grimlock. I love seeing the Autobot stamp on his leg, just like the original toy. I had this as a kid. This was my Grimlock toy. I don't necessarily know if I need to have it. I feel like because this is going to be a general release, I feel like this might end up being like something I can get on clearance, because it's not what people really want. They want the original. They want the 86 color scheme back. And for those unaware, I will just keep you guys in the know here. They are going to reissue that one. There are listings for a brand new release of that figure down the line, so don't worry, it will have another chance at the Grimlock. The other Dinobots, probably not. Maybe Slug, since he was really hard to get a hold of, but like, that might be it. We'll see. They know there's the demand for them. Seem like they are going to take advantage of that demand. No Dino Mode shot in this. That's disappointing. I really would have liked to have seen like the full blue T-Rex here. But yeah, I'm on the fence because my nostalgia wants it, but also I don't want a third one clogging up my bins and shelves, you know? I'm already kind of struggling to figure out where the 5 I have are going to go. So we will see. Time will tell. I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. Just at least know it's out there. That said, they are doing the 2-pack. There is a listing for a 2-pack here as well of the other G2 Dinobots. This is gonna get expensive. This is gonna be the Dinobots have gotten very expensive all of a sudden. Okay, what else we got? Okay, in the exact same photo stage, we have the upcoming collaborative Naruto figure of Kurama and Gamakichi. I think I've seen this for the first time, and then noticed it for the first time. I should have guessed that the tails would have been hollow. I don't know why I was hoping they'd be individual tails, but, you know, whatever. But again, this is not aimed for me. I'm not big on Naruto to begin with, but it's looking good. And ironically, It's the only Fox Transformer that exists. I do like how much it comes with. It comes with, do like the effect parts for his different attacks. The kunai weapon is nice. It looks like the backpack with the tails looks so cluttered. That does look a little bit messy. But what are you gonna do? He's got to have the 9 tails. He's the 9-tailed fox. He's Miles tails per hours plus 7. But it does look good. And I do appreciate the clone jutsu here. That's a funny photo to take. I just realized that because of that trick, because that's Naruto's famous trick, this is going to be an unintentional troop builder, which is hysterical to me. These are great photos, but I will point out, this is one of those photo groups where I'm screaming, just like, get the camera closer, please. This is like the ubiquitous diorama, which is a very beautiful diorama set. It's incredibly modular and very, very fun to build. Please zoom in. You don't have to show off. I'm seeing more of your build display than I am the toy. Please zoom in. Please zoom in. What else we got on the docket? Ooh, we do have the upcoming Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee, the extensive retool of the original release. And here's seeing it the way I've been waiting to see it. So the big thing that I only saw in a few in-hand pictures before is the fact that, you could actually rotate the wings down. You have the door wings here the way they were on the original toy, but you can rotate them down. Now, it just adds to his backpack of kibble, but the result, aside from vehicle mode picks looking nice, but the result here is a much cleaner silhouette for Bumblebee, much more rounded the way he looked in the movie. I still think this is a little not close enough to the movie to make me want to grab it, and it's a big shell former, which I don't really like. I acknowledge it might be one of the few ways this toy design is actually going to work. I'll put it that way. But I am happy to see actual good photos of the one trick that I needed the original toy to do to potentially be happy with it. And the vehicle mode still looks nice. It's nice to know they still do have the license, because I kind of started wondering about that when the Netflix Bumblebee mold went away. We started using the Cliffjumper mold again for everything. I do enjoy this one. I do like how it's looking. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up or not. Depends on my mood, and depends on the money, depends on what the price is when I find it. This one confused me. So, they've switched out the packaging for Earthspark, and now it is in this very kind of much more generic. This reminds me of the type of packaging they use for Authentics and a lot of the Evergreen stuff. Yeah, it's just very bland. I like the Cyberverse packaging. There is a little bit of flair to it. There's some style to it. And they're just apparently for upcoming figures, they're just going to swap them out, which packaging refreshes like this are a way of tricking stores into thinking they're buying brand new product. So that's one way to do it, because at least it freshens up the look of the shelves. But I don't know if this was the right set to do it. I don't know about you, but these cyber combiners, I really like. I think these are really, really fun. And yeah, they kind of hit that same note that that you got from Energon toys, but they are really, really good for what they are. I really enjoyed mine. I enjoyed mine enough that when I found the Twitch set for clearance price, $8, I bought another one just so I can combine 2 Twitches together. They are now Twitch Prime, and their ability as a Prime is to just give you 1 free subscription to your favorite streamer, which is admittedly the lamest power of all the Primes. I'm on a big tangent here. Why this set? It shelf warms. Shelf warms badly, so they're doing another run of it. I don't understand it. This is one of those situations of, could you repaint it at least? I mean, I would love to have more of these to build and combine. I would love to have more options. Could you repaint them? I'd be down, please. Oh well. Maybe. So, Transformers is collaborating with what I believe is a football team. And I don't mean by, like, American football. I mean, like, real football, like soccer. What is the team? I will butcher this name. Borussia Dortmund. I have no idea if I am close. I don't watch soccer. I apologize. I am a heathen. To be fair, I don't watch any sports, so, you know, it's not just you. It's not just you. It's me. It's me. We can mutually agree to this and just part on amicable terms. And I'll send you a card on your birthday. Point being, yeah, if you like your Bumblebee, they are putting out merchandise that is co-branded with their logo as well as Bumblebee himself. And some of this is just nice, like Transformers 1 Bumblebee merch. Like that shirt right there is just a nice Bumblebee shirt. You know, completely apart from the fact that it's associated with a soccer team. You know, some of this is just sweatpants with 2 logos stamped on that you can barely see. Okay, like, yeah, nice mug. That's actually nice artwork of Transformers 1 Bumblebee. I would argue the only negative I had to the movie was how much they kind of push his joke shtick. But you know what? Still, nice design, so I don't mind seeing it on stuff. Yeah, see, look, that's just a nice shirt. That's just a nice shirt. And I'm willing to bet, since it is partnered with a professional soccer team, that it's just going to be, like, crazy expensive on top of that. You know, do we have, like... Yeah, that... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, 35... Like, 35 pounds. 35 pounds, what is that? 36? Okay, 36? That's not entirely bad for a cross-branded shirt. Okay, I will admit that's actually not terrible. But then again, this is listed in euros. This is going to be very expensive to import, I find. I am expecting. Okay, I just switch it here. English, no, I cannot. Oh well. I don't even know if they ship internationally, but there you go. But yeah, it's just they're just really nice Transformer stuff, even if you don't like soccer or not like the team. They did do a promotional video, which shows Bumblebee kicking a ball around their soccer field. At first, like, this is a weird CG photo, thing, because at first the movement on it actually looked good enough to where, like, oh, it's like, did they actually make a suit and teach someone how to work a ball in it? And then when you see the ball bouncing around, you notice, okay, yeah, that's actually bad CG. That ball's not moving correctly. And then, yeah, it's just a CG model. It just, for the first shot, it looked like it might have been just a really clever suit. But yeah, it's just a quick little promotional video just to see a little bit of a weird, goofy Bumblebee, just in case you actually want to see it. We've only got a little bit of news from Hasbro and Transformers partners. So these are the AMK mini lines from YOLO Park, and they are, not bad themselves. They are, these are, I believe, like about 4.5-inch tall action figures. Unlike the other AMKs, they are pre-built, so you're basically just buying an action figure of a Transformer character, and they have already immediately been better than, I don't even own them, and I know they are better than Transformers Red. But you can see we got Jazz, we got RC, we got Cliff Jumper, all looking pretty good. All looking really, really nice. We have an Orion Pax, interestingly enough, and it's Thrilling 30 Orion Pax. How weird is that? That is such a weird choice. And somehow, despite being like young Optimus Prime, he's still bigger than Ironhide and Ratchet somehow. That's just neat. It's just, I mean, it's IDW based is what it is. It's IDW based. Okay, but there's actually another IDW one in here. And that would be that Bumblebee right there in the middle. It's very much the Evergreen design, but IDW did switch over to that design later in the run. So, yeah, it is technically IDW Bumblebee. If it came with a walking cane, I would actually believe it more. But beyond that, who we got? We got a really nice looking Hot Rod. We got a Hound. We got a Prowl. And then at the far end, we have some live action ones with a Megatron and an Optimus Prime. Yep, there's the first run of them. I don't even know if those are out yet because I have not actually grabbed a hold of any. Yeah, I thought we had a better close-up picture of the Movieverse stuff, but I guess not. But still, nice offerings. Nice offerings. Like, having experienced a couple of the AMK Pros, I can tell you these are really, really, like, nice figures. Like, the AMK stuff in general has been really impressive for what it is and for what the price is. I don't know what these go for. I have not experienced one themselves, but I actually have faith in the product based on past experiences. So take that for what it is. If you like the look of these little minifigures, yeah, give it a shot. And to wrap it up, one of my favorite oddball news items to wrap up any news roundup, we've got more e-hobby cards on the way. This is wave 13 of these plastic collectible cards across the Transformers universe, and I love these for how absurdly random they can be. And here we have Micron Densetsu, Optimus, Convoy, and Megatron. What we know is Armada, Optimus, and Megatron. Super deformed style, and then bio on the back, showing off everything you can do. Sparkplug, the Minicons even get a little bit of a shout out in these. Cool to see. 103 cards already, jeez. Someone's binder of these has to be ridiculously heavy by now. Here's some interesting ones. Diaclone Colors, E-Hobby, originals, Crosscut, and Road Rage. Cool to see them included. And again, random pulls on these, which is great, but at least they have history with E-Hobby. We have a cast of Autobots. Now, they did previously do a cast of Decepticons card, so this goes right along in with that. We also have a Primus card to go with the Unicron. It's based on the Cybertron version of the character, which is always cool to see. Specifically, you can see the 2010 in the bottom left. It's based on the 2010 repaint they did to coincide with the screen-accurate, retooled Armada Unicron to make him look like G1. Yeah, nice little oddball inclusions like that. Here's oddball for you. Here's oddball for you. We have Impactor and, I was hoping I can remember his name, Snarler. Yeah, I'm not up on my Pretenders, unfortunately, but yeah, a Beast Pretender is a weird one, though they did Chainclaw and Catilla previously, so I should not be shocked. The Impactor is neat, and that's Emerald Zaron on his card. What? Jeez, they go for deep cuts on these, which is amusing and hysterical to me. But with that, that's going to do it for our news roundup. So, interesting stuff this week. A lot of first looks, and we got our first look at the next line. That's going to be the big talking point, is what people think about, the gimmickry that we're going for. Again, the simple gimmick toys, as well as the fact that it looks like we're getting, at the very least, Beast Decepticons, which is an interesting take. So I'll leave you to discuss it in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. You've been waiting a long time, haven't you? But the wait's almost over. You're about to meet the brightest star in the universe. We're going to make an impact.